Uh, the live stream going okay? Let's go into my app. Block some. Yep. Yep. Just bringing up my live chat. Hello everybody, it's Mark here, and today I wanted to talk about the BBC and the TV licence. Now, the BBC are charging people around £160 a year, which to me is incredibly stupid. They are constantly charging people for a service that people may no longer want or need. With streaming services now such as Netflix, Amazon Prime, and some other streaming services like YouTube, we have no need to have a TV license, and that includes Now TV. I got rid of my TV license a couple of about, it would be nearly a year now. In January, I think it was July 2021 and then 2020. So I got rid of my TV license because I didn't need it. I felt that most shows on the BBC were rather rubbish, and their news is actually appalling. The way they now present the news, the way they handle their affairs with their colleagues, the way they're getting presenters on that shouldn't be on, the way that they're handling presentation of the news, and even including other TV channels. The whole TV system has to change in the BBC and other channels. We are in a pandemic right now, and that pandemic is quite awful. The coronavirus has been so deadly and so devastating that we all have to do our part to stay safe and keep ourselves safe until this government can figure a way out on controlling the virus and controlling the way it's going around the country. Now the BBC have what they call BBC TV licence inspectors. Now these inspectors are not lawful inspectors. They're unlawful. They haven't got the law against with them. It's unlawful for them to come around your property, ask you questions, and also unlawful for them to ask to come into your property and have a look at your equipment. Now, other companies don't do that because that's unlawful, but the BBC or Capita that work for the BBC are actually goons. They're unlawful goons. These goons are basically given a structure, and they are salesmen. They'll come to your door and tell you that they're from TV licensing, but what they're actually doing is not telling you that they're salesmen, that they just want to sell you a license. And in my mind, and I think in today's world, the TV licensing people and the BBC having your address and any other information on you is totally out of order. Capita and the BBC should be fined for having your address illegally without your permission. They don't need to know who you are. They don't need to know your address. They don't need to come in, and they don't need to act as though they are law enforcement officers or detectives or even the police. Because on many YouTube videos I've seen, there have been many YouTubers who have let them in, and these goons, Capita goons, who work for the BBC, have come in and basically said that the person is watching live TV when he is not. He or she can watch anything on YouTube, Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Now TV for absolutely free. They can also go away, because if you have a prescription to Now TV Sports, that's not being bought by the TV license or the BBC. That is particularly Sky, and the BBC and the licensed people should not have anything to do with Sky, Virgin, or any of the other digital media outlets, because they don't sell that to their customers. The BBC license needs to be turned into a subscription service, where if they want to subscribe to the iPlayer, they can simply pay $6.99, $5.99 a month, something like that. That will give them the iPlayer on subscription base, and then that way they can put EastEnders up there, they can put their old original programming up there, can also put wildlife programs up there, films that they've had in their history of backlog of media. They can put this all up there and say, if you want to watch EastEnders, or you want to watch premium sport on the BBC, then they can sell that by adding it to a sports section on the BBC iPlayer. They can then sell that programme to people who subscribe, and they have that content. Now, if they did subscription to the iPlayer, then people would realise that this is a better way of doing things. You would get more money, but you'd have to prioritise how you use that money and not give it away just to anybody. You put all your presenters on the minimum wage, just like just like everyone else is on, and you put most of that money to proper programming and getting individuals in that know how to present the news. Bring a new line of older presenters in, like Nick Owen and Anne Diamond, or there's the other BBC One News presenters. You bring all the oldies in who know how to present, know how to read from a line device, telegram device, and know how to give proper presentation of news and weather. This is the same for all the other channels that do this kind of thing. They're all the bloody same. All the mainstream media channels, that's BBC One, 2, ITV, Channel 4, Channel 5, and all of the other channels are the same. They're getting worse and worse. And the reason why is because they don't want to consider the way they present the script that they're making. Coronation Street is one example. Back in the 60s, when you had Coronation Street, you had a wonderful show. It was in black and white, but you had Pat Phoenix, Violet Carson, and William Roach, and some of the other actors in there who could really act and present. They made those characters perfectly. Look back to then, you had a great TV quality service from the likes of ITV, back then Central, the likes of Emmerdale Farm. That's now just been turned into some sort of sandwich between being in a village, living on a farm, and living in a village, and sometimes heading out of the village. But that's not what life is all about. That's fact. That's not realistic. What these programs and producers need to realise is that when they've got something that they can work on, they should keep the idea of having a farm as Emmerdale Farm. It was based on a farm, and it should always be based on a farm. The farm life and the workings around that then should be, then they should introduce the village. So they should have scenes within the village. It's not about sexual content, it's not about getting in bed with everybody, kissing everybody in bed, and sort of that kind of thing. It's about real hard farm work and the grafting that needs to be done to get jobs done within a farm or a village. And it's the same with Coronation Street. They have all these episodes where there's fights, there's wanting to get in bed, wanting to kiss and all that lot. That's not real programming. That's not quality programming. That's just explicit content. And swearing in TV shows these days, swearing in films, should absolutely be taken away. The society today does not want to see violence inside TV shows, video games, movies of any kind. Now, back in the 80s, you had the A-Team. It may seem violent, but it was a little playful. They didn't hurt each other, but they play acted. Now the big B.A. Baracus, Mr. T, he was a play actor. He played the role of B.A. Baracus, and he was great at it. The same with Airwolf. That was a show about a super helicopter. And the same back in the 90s. In 1995, we had Xena, the Warrior Princess, which was a quality program. They had fantastic scripts, and the actors that were playing, or the actors and actresses that were playing those scenes, were a perfect example on how to act and maintain that quality in that character they're acting. The other reason to cancel your TV license is the fact that not only do the BBC bully people, but in recent times they've been lying to people. Just like this thing about Diana and Jimmy Savile, they have paedophiles working for them. And I don't think an organisation should be having paedophiles work for their company. They don't want these kinds of people in their company, and so there should be a law against the BBC and any other company employing paedophiles of any sort. But also there should be a law in not only the BBC employing these kinds of people, other channels should go the same way. They should also be fined and charged for employing paedophiles. Because there are many children out there, whether they're children, actresses or actors, they need to be protected. And the only way to protect these people is to get them protection by law against paedophile employees of that particular service. And also, when Cappies come around, they're bullying, they're intimidating, they are threatening, and everything else. They threaten you with letters, which are unlawful, and they are a demonstration of the BBC's criminal activity. Now, Tim Davie thinks that he's the new guy. Yeah, he's the new guy at the BBC. But what he should be thinking is about planning for the BBC iPlayer to be a subscription. But no, instead, he doesn't want a subscription service for the iPlayer. He wants to continue for us, members of the public, to fund him and his organisation. Well, that's about to end, I think, with new up-and-coming services like defund the BBC. We can defund the BBC and we can get rid of the BBC TV licence fee and have everyone at the BBC and everyone at all other stations on minimum wage throughout their career in the service. We need to get Tim Divvy on a minimum wage. We need to get all of the BBC presenters and actresses and commentators on minimum wage, and make sure that they stay on minimum wage so that they can do their job and gain an income that is legal. I find it illegal to gain income from members of the public when the service has a number of incomes from the BBC studios to the American BBC Select. They are gaining money by false pretences from our British public. They also have in their service terms, they have that you are breaking the law for watching live TV on YouTube, Netflix. Well, Netflix doesn't have live TV, and you're breaking the law for watching catch-up services like ITV Hub, 4Hub, 5 on demand. You're not breaking the law for watching on-demand services. That's just the stupid assholes at the BBC threatening you and saying that you are breaking the law for doing that, but you're not. You're also not breaking the law if you watch things like Now TV Sports, because that's a subscription service that you pay when you're going to watch live sports on Now TV, including the live cricket or the live rugby or live football or golf. You don't have to pay the BBC to watch those services because they don't own those services. Sky owns Sky TV, and Sky should be a separate business from the BBC. The BBC have no idea at all on how to communicate, how to present, how to maintain the presentation. They don't know how to read from scripts, and they certainly don't know how to read the news because they are biased, and they will always be biased. There will always be this dangerous community TV channel that's paid by members of the public, and then as soon as we get rid of the TV licence and get the BBC and the individuals who work at the BBC under the law, then the law can handle the situation. People like Jimmy Savile, who are paedophiles, can then be brought to justice and given a fine or even a jail sentence and suspended from their job immediately. This is something that we need to bring to the law, and we need to bring it into law. So the government are in control of the BBC, and they can then privatise the BBC so that it acts within the law. After privatising the BBC should then have a subscription service to iPlayer. and that's it. Everything that the BBC have on BBC television should come under the iPlayer. All other things like the radio, the BBC radio, that should be free of charge. And the BBC should not be putting that into the licence fee and the BBC fee. The BBC are a bunch of hypocrites and a bunch of perverts and crapheads who no longer have a right or a privilege to threaten or charge the members of the public for any of their services. And I, for one, I am not willing to go out there and pay for a service that I don't use. I'm not going to pay the BBC TV licence fee for what I use as mainstream media. My media is DVDs and Blu-rays, and also Netflix, a bit of Amazon Prime, a bit of Now TV, but that's it. None of those services are owned by the BBC, and I will be not answering my door. And if I do answer the door and they say they're from TV licensing, I'm just going to simply close the door and that's it. Or put the phone down on the buzzer and that's it. If they continue to buzz me and continue to threaten me, then I will use common law to have those people arrested and charged with harassment, alarm and distress under the law, because they have no right to threaten or harass anybody. And if you get these threatening letters, then either put them in the dustbin or put them through a strimmer, or keep them as reference to the date and the time that that letter was made or sent to you. And then in time, when it comes that the BBC is under the law, then you can get a solicitor in or go to Citizens Advice and they can help you prosecute the BBC and make them aware that it's not lawful to send letters or even come to your door and try and sell you a TV licence or threaten to prosecute you if you don't have a TV licence. Please don't take these goons lightly, and please stop paying for your TV licence. It is not lawful and it is not right. Members of the public have a right to freedom, a right to choose what they want to watch. And I'm certainly going to continue to do that same thing, watch what I want to watch. I can schedule my own TV schedule. I can watch my movies or TV shows or anything else in my own time and have great quality programming. and new comedies and wildlife shows. I think Netflix should buy those shows, put them on Netflix, but also then Netflix could officially sell their programs on other platforms such as Amazon, such as DVD or Blu-ray. They can then sell those and make money from those sales with a bit of commission from the sales. So they gain the money and the the service that's selling that DVD or Blu-ray then gets commission from that. So we then live in a world that is lawful, and we live peacefully without harassment, alarm and distress from the TV licensing and the BBC. I'd like to thank you for watching this live stream, and I appreciate your time and your love and support. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, and bye for now. Bye.